If you're moving to Atlanta in 2026 and your budget is anywhere from 300 to 800,000, you need to understand exactly what that gets you because this market will humble your expectations real quick. I'm going to break down what each price point actually looks like, where you'll likely land, and the hidden costs nobody talks about. Let's start with the big question. Is Atlanta still affordable compared to cities like New York City or Los Angeles? Sure. But compared to where Atlanta used to be, not even close. What Atlanta gives you now is value for space, not necessarily value for location. You're almost always trading one of three things: location, home condition, or commute. At 300K, let's be real about it. You're typically looking at condos, townhomes, or smaller single family homes. Most of these are going to be older, further outside the city, or in areas that are still developing. You might find options in South Atlanta or further out suburbs, but you're not getting fully updated prime location and space all at once. So at this level, it's not about finding the perfect home. It's about choosing your compromise. Now at 500K, this is where most relocation buyers start to feel comfortable. You're getting more space, better neighborhoods, and more updated homes. Areas you might be looking at include Smyrna, Duluth, or Lawrenceville. But here's the trade off again. If you want to be closer to the city at this price, you're probably going smaller or attached. If you want space, you're driving more. At 800K, now you start to have options. You can get closer to the city, better finishes, and more lifestyle convenience. Think areas like Brookhaven, Dunwoody, and parts of Buckhead. But even here, if you want brand new, fully upgraded, and prime location, you're still pushing higher. This is where buyers realize Atlanta isn't cheap, that it's just flexible. Fine. Quick reality check. If your plan is to move here and figure it out later, that's where people overspend or end up in the wrong area. Atlanta is very neighborhood dependent. Two homes at the same price can give you completely different lifestyles. A lot of people ask if they should rent first. If you're here short term, renting makes sense. But if you're planning to stay 3 to 5 years, buying usually wins in this market, especially because rents are not exactly cheap either right now. Now, here's what people don't factor in: the hidden cost of home ownership. Property taxes vary a lot depending on where you buy. In Fulton County, taxes can be noticeably higher than in Gwinnett County for similar homes. HOAs are another one. You could pay nothing or you could be paying hundreds a month depending on the neighborhood. And then there's the commute. That cheaper house further out can easily cost you 1 to 2 hours a day in traffic, not to mention your sanity. Atlanta makes a lot of sense if you want more space than other major cities. Are okay driving or have some flexibility with work. But if you're expecting walkability everywhere and low prices, Atlanta is going to reset that expectation real quick. If you're trying to figure out where you fit in Atlanta based on your budget, I've got a full breakdown that makes this way easier. Reach out and I'll map out the best areas for your budget and lifestyle so you don't waste time or money guessing. I help buyers make smart decisions, not just fast ones. If this video helped you, go ahead and like it so more people can find it, and subscribe for weekly Atlanta real estate insights. If you want help with your specific situation, feel free to reach out and let's get you the clarity and direction you need.